education nation. A nation in which each child has access to the highest quality education is the vision of President David Granger, coupled with the need to ensure that Guyana is one in which its citizens live in a national unity. These are two major tenets that significantly shape this administration's mandate. On this episode of Government in Action, we examine the provisions in Budget 2017 within the Ministries of Education and Social Cohesion and how these provisions will help to achieve government's goal of achieving an education nation in a socially cohesive society. President David Granger has said that education under the Constitution is an entitlement for every Guyanese. Moreover, it has been the aim of this administration to ensure that each child has access to this basic right.
We want to ensure that the school becomes an attractive and a pleasant place. We want children to want to go to school.
In keeping with this vision for an education nation, Budget 2017 reflected government's vested interests by allocating 17.2% over $43 billion to advancement in education. Minister of Education, Dr. Rupert Rupnaraine, in his address during the budget debates, said that the administration's main objective is to improve access to and quality of education across all regions of Guyana in an effort to build technology-driven individuals. In fact, the increased use of technology in the delivery of education continues to be important to the ministry, which has mandated that all secondary schools are adequately equipped for the teaching of information and communications technology-related subjects. Additionally, the ministry is also working with the government agency to improve connectivity in schools by ensuring that schools are equipped with Wi-Fi and new or upgraded computer lab facilities.
Further, in collaboration with the e-government unit, 82 secondary schools, 8 TVET institutions, and 6 departments of education were provided with internet and network connectivity, while 33 additional secondary schools and 7 CPCE sites are in the process of being connected. Mr. Speaker, under the Secondary Improvement Project, Grade 7 students from 8 pilot secondary schools of North Rheinveld, Diamond, Bladenhall, Multilateral, Annandale, West Demerara, Leonora, St. Ignatius, and Bartica were recipients of 1,120 tablets, all fully loaded with mathematics software with the aim of enhancing learning through the use of technology.
In October, President Granger launched the One Laptop per Teacher initiative as part of the ICT education thrust, given that teachers are those responsible for the passing on of knowledge, transforming the University of Guyana into one that has the capacity to churn out graduates who are equipped to move Guyana faster along the green development pathway is also a top priority for the government. Minister Rupnaraine said the university has seen the introduction of the Faculty of Earth and Environmental Sciences, which offers 7 of 15 new degree programs. These include Bachelor of Science in Environmental Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Geography, Master's degree in Environmental Management, and a Master's degree in Urban Planning and Management. The addition of this new faculty serves as part of the government's thrust of a green economy.
In 2017, we will continue our commitment to improving the managing of the administration of the education sector in increasingly more efficient ways, both in terms of oversight of the 11 education districts, as well as setting benchmarks for the dozens of private schools that are scattered across Guyana. Some of the key objectives of the upcoming year will be to improve teacher training in keeping with our priority areas for education, increase instructional time for students, improve upon monitoring and evaluation, better monitoring, supervision of capital projects, and to enhance the internal efficiency of the ministry. All our initiatives in this regard, Mr. Speaker, are in recognition that there are 3 critical fronts from which we need to engage in education sector enhancement. These are pedagogy, service delivery, and innovation.
Outside of these major areas, The ministry is also involved in other aspects of ensuring a rounded education system. These include providing increased support to music and the introduction of counseling services for students. The minister said that focus must be placed on ensuring children are equipped to deal with societal issues, and the ministry has embarked upon setting up of counseling rooms in 10 secondary schools across the country. $3.74 million have also been allocated for the Program for Emergency and Education Reform, which will continue to aim its focus on the improvement of mathematics in Guyana. In 2015, it was reported that students' performance rate in English and mathematics were reducing, with 62% of students who sat mathematics at the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate examinations failing to obtain a minimum of grade 3 pass in 2014. The National Center for Educational Resource Development will also continue to build its stronghold of curriculum development and special needs in education training and awareness, literacy, and ICT integration. Entering office on a wave of support for the coalition's vision for national unity, President Granger, true to his word, made social cohesion a central tenet of the nation's development program and established the Ministry of Social Cohesion. Over the past 18 months, the Ministry of Social Cohesion has had a packed agenda where it has sought to raise awareness about the concept of social cohesion in the development framework and provided the opportunity for national contributions to the development of its work program. With a mandate which spans the improvement of cooperation across ethnic, religious, political, and geographic divides, the ministry has focused on the concept of equity. The Ministry of Social Cohesion first fell under the responsibility of then-Minister Amna Ali. At the beginning of this year, the Social Cohesion Ministry came under new direction following adjustments made by President Granger. The ministry is now headed by former Minister of Public Health, Dr. George Norton, who, since his reassignment, has said that he looks forward to advancing the agenda of the ministry in an aim to achieve government's goal of national unity. With an allocation of $90.1 million toward the Ministry of Social Cohesion for the year 2017, the former Minister of Social Cohesion said that this commitment is evident in numerous programs that the ministry has been pursuing. Minister Norton is committed to ensuring that there is continuity and the ministry's mandate is further advanced.
I think it gives me an opportunity of demonstrating my commitment to national unity, and Cabinet can rest assured, as well as the rest of the nation, that I will do all in my ability. I will make every effort, leave no stone unturned, to get this nation on that keel of working towards national unity.
The new Social Cohesion Minister has much to build upon. Chief among these is the preparation of a 2017-2021 National Strategic Plan on Social Cohesion in Guyana. The plan incorporates the input from a wide cross-section of stakeholders on matters affecting social cohesion in their communities. Countrywide consultations were held and encouraged citizens to share their ideas and expectations of social cohesion in Guyana. Minister Ali, while still holding the portfolio, during the recent budget debate spoke on the importance of those consultations.
Stakeholders have argued that the tension areas in Guyana are economic equity and opportunities, citizen safety and security, social inclusion and tolerance, inclusive and participatory governance, harmonious ethnic and race relations. And if these are being addressed, I'm confident that we are capturing the kind of agenda that would produce results and impact the social cohesion landscape in Guyana.
Over 30 consultations were held, and after being concluded in November, the ministry reported that the response received was overwhelming.
Persons were eager and willing to make valuable contributions to the proposed social cohesion strategic plan. Therefore, I must applaud their efforts for not only participating, but doing so effectively and efficiently during the consultation process.
Another major project for the ministry is the 5Bs initiative, which aims at providing boats, buses, bicycles, breakfast, and books to school children countrywide in order to support the improvement of access to education. Minister Ali, who was instrumental in the act of receiving donations towards this initiative, said that the initiative serves as one of the bigger victories for the Social Cohesion Ministry. This program, the minister said, is all about equity and ensuring that all children are able to benefit from the same opportunities for a good education.
Access to education is fundamental to the development of our human capital. It is an essential criteria to effectively participate in any democratic society such as ours. Everyone has the right to education, regardless of where they live, their race, their culture, or geographic location, and I urge all to embrace this.
Taking over from Minister Ali, Minister Norton acknowledged that social cohesion is important to Guyana's development and is enshrined in the country's motto, one people, one nation, one destiny.
What I want to promote is dialogue, communication, and it does not necessarily have to be confrontational. I would try as much as possible, or I hope that the ministry can try as much as possible to increase the communication between the different groups. We've got to face reality. We've got different backgrounds. Our approach has to be different. Can't be one size fit all. And it's a learning process, particularly for me. I think that because of my professional background, I would have been dealing with the different groups from a professional point of view, and I think I should be able to meet out to them as well. And of course, there's always that not so good thing of suspicion among all of us. We've got to erase that, and we've got to concentrate much more on educating our youths, educating the society, and letting them know that it's a One Guyana approach that we need to adopt.
Much of his focus will be placed on looking at remote communities and helping to include them on the ongoing dialogue of social cohesion. But more importantly, the minister has also adopted responsibility for major projects of the ministry, including the completion of the strategic plan.
One of the first group I met with was UNDP, and they are directly and in a large way responsible for bringing out that strategic plan. We were promised that by the end of this month. That should be okay. We're looking forward to that, and we will use that as a guide of achieving our objectives. And I can tell you that we had an extensive consultation for the development of that plan right across the geographical area of the country. It's almost impossible for us to get 100% coverage, but I think that we have done quite a lot, and I would like to compliment the efforts that were made in that respect.
Minister Norton said that the Ministry of Social Cohesion directly reflects this administration's commitment to national unity. His work will therefore seek to ensure that the government's goal is achieved. The new Social Cohesion Minister will now undertake other planned initiatives of the ministry for the new year, including the continuation of the regional training in diversity, education, and inclusion, which began in October last year, the creation of a booklet on civic education, which is to be distributed among children in all primary schools countrywide, the continuation of Face the Community initiatives, and the hosting of Social Cohesion Day, Culture Day, and a week of activities designed to encourage a stand against racism, prejudice, and intolerance for diversities. Government believes that Guyana must become a nation where all citizens have access to education and where persons openly accept and respect each other's cultural diversities. This is Tashandra Innes. Thank you for joining us.